whole thing, especially the president and Democrats now are talking about income inequality, and that's basically what, you know, when you talk about the richest 85 people on the planet, right?
Yeah.
It's income inequality. Do you think that's, looking at, you know, what's happening in the news now, is that a good idea?
It's a great idea. It is the greatest idea. We have a much more vibrant society when we don't have such a vast chasm between the haves and the have-nots. We need that middle ground that we call the middle class, the people who buy everything, people who use the products that the rich are creating, if they're creating anything other than wealth, right?
Right.
So it's what's happening with the Chinese economy right now. They're changing their whole outlook because they need consumers.
Yeah.
And without a middle class, you're not going to have consumers. You're not going to have it at the level that we normally would have it.
So can I go back to, because I thought what you said was fascinating, because you called it bull when you said people can't, you know, pull themselves up. Do you think that race plays a part in wealth distribution, or either a mindset that you can't
Today?
or cannot? Yeah.
No.
You don't?
No, I don't. Hey, you and I, we're proof. Why would race have anything to do with it? Put your mind to what you want to do and go for that. It's kind of like religion to me. It's a good excuse for not getting there.
Yeah. You know, I said, and it's probably get me in trouble, but I said to some of my colleagues recently, so I know that it's an issue, but it seems like every single day on television I'm talking about race, and it's because of the news cycle, it's in the news, but sometimes I get so tired of talking about it, I want to just go, this is over, can we move on?
And if you talk about it, it exists.
Right.
Yeah. It's not like it exists and we refuse to talk about it, but making it a bigger issue than it needs to be is the problem we have.
So I understand you recently had a birthday. You're 27?
No. Got that on 37.
37.
Yeah.
We have a little
Gee whiz.
surprise for you. Can we get it? There you go.
Oh, no. That's more like it.
If you didn't already love Morgan Freeman for being one of the greatest actors of all time, this interview just tops the cake, as well as some of Morgan Freeman's other interviews. But I love the way he shuts Don Lemon down in such a classy way here. The audacity for Don Lemon to ask Morgan Freeman if race has anything to do with wealth distribution in America, when Don Lemon himself is worth $12 million and Morgan Freeman is worth $250 million, is astonishing. And you know Don Lemon is just absolutely stumped, and this was not the answer he was hoping for, because he immediately transitions to, so it's your birthday, right? In another interview, Morgan Freeman says that the way to end racism is to stop talking about it. And while we should talk about egregious examples of racism, what Morgan Freeman is saying in that other interview and what he's saying here is that we need to stop with this media narrative that Don Lemon and CNN and the rest of the media pushes of racial division and victimhood. Yes, there is a different lived experience for Black Americans versus white Americans, but that doesn't mean that you can't make it in America. So good on Morgan Freeman, and good on anyone who shuts down the obnoxious and hypocritical Don Lemon.